So first, let's see what Sweet Tea had to say.
I had turned to Quad. I said, you let this bitch get in your head. And so Quad ran up on me like, well, you let Toya get in your head whenever.
Wait, she ran up on you? Like, you gotta clarify that for us.
Yes, she had got in my face. Like, and it was very random because it's like, why you got all this energy over that? They didn't even show that. And I think that they don't want to, they want us to see us get into it. And that's why they kind of cut things out. They don't want to get too deep. But it has gotten to a point like, no, like it's gotten deep. Because at that point, I'm like, why are you coming at me? Because I said, you let this bitch get in your head. And then she just turned to me and said, like, well, you let Toya get in your head when you uninvited me to the bachelorette party. And I was like, why did you want to be there? But she was chest bumping me. And so even Toya, they didn't sell it, but Toya's like, oh, y'all was chest bumping each other. No, don't make it y'all was chest bumping each other. No, you came to me with that type of energy. But also, why do you have that type of energy towards me jumping in my face like that? It's a jealousy thing or something. It's something that I have that you don't. I have something that you want that you no longer have. I don't know, because what's the real reason why you jumping in my face?
Because then you guys why are we talking about the Bachelorette? Why is that?
I don't even know why that was the topic. That was very random. All I said, I just turned to her and said, you let her get in your head with some BS. And so she was like, no, you let Toya get in your head because you uninvited me to the Bachelorette party and I bought you a candle. And I was like, why would you want to be there?
But this is after the apology?
This is after the apology.
Why are we talking about anything from last season?
I don't know. Because clearly I know she feels a certain way, and I just wish she would just say that. The fact that I'm with Gregory, whether you want to be with Gregory or not, there's something that you upset with me about. Because there's no reason why we should have an issue. But you made it an issue when you was talking all that trash online, and I'm calling you out for it. When you see me put my hat, that's what like, you see she told me to put my hat back on. When you see that had just what happened. Like when she got in my face and my hat fell off my head, and so she had to go back and sit me down. Y'all gotta understand, while Simone was over at the table, I was eating a damn scallop. you gotta understand why I was over there, because she was trying to calm my nerve, because I know this ain't running up on me. And I said, and here, y'all, because they kept trying to paint me as the aggressor. They didn't show it when we were filming, but they kept trying to, in a way, her and Heavenly, Quad and Heavenly were trying to paint me as the aggressor. And I'm like, how is it I'm aggressive, but she just ran up on me? So I said, well, let me go back and sit down. As much as I want to turn somebody into a tumbleweed, let me sit down.
Okay. I was very confused about what they were talking about, who was invited, who got uninvited. So what? The only reason I wanted to talk about this is because I feel like what I am seeing here, and y'all, I'm open to being wrong. Okay, I need y'all to understand that. This is just my opinion for the moment. It can change. I don't know. I'm not sure, but this is what I'm telling you. So I feel like Sweet Tea wanted to be with Gregory almost as a way of competing with Quad. To me, I feel like she has always put herself in this competitive position against Quad, from coming into his DMs telling him, I got what you want, which to me is a reference to what Quad couldn't, not give him what he wanted. She did not want to give him what he wanted. And so you DM and say that you can. So for me, I feel like you've always been putting yourself in a competitive situation with Quad. I also feel like even if Heavenly did tell you to come on the show because it would help Quad out, in your mind, that pedestalized you in this situation, because Quad needs my help. Quad needs Gregory and I's help. So if we come on the show, we're helping her. And that makes me feel like I'm in a better position than she is, because I have to come on the show to help her. Even if that's what you told yourself, all of that shit, I still feel like you think that Gregory is some big prize because you are goofy and think an old man with a little bit of change and a nice beard is all of the girls are supposed to want and need in life. Like, I think Quad was done with Gregory before Gregory was done with her. I think on the last reunion when they filed for divorce and he stood in front of that lady and cried, what I felt like in that moment was that they did not want beef with each other, but that he would take her back in a moment if she had changed her mind. So to me, the fact that that man wanted to come on this show, which is about Married to Medicine, which showcases a group of women that you know, because it's centered around the women. It's not centered around the men. It's centered around the women. Quad was still very much a part of that group, but they were trying to kick her out. So bringing in this woman, I felt like the whole idea was to one up Quad, and it didn't end up working like that because Miss Quad. Like Married to Medicine is really not. It's not going to be as entertaining without Miss Quad. Like that's just what it is to me. Okay. Yes, everybody's replaceable. But ultimately, I feel like there's no reason why Quad would be off the show and everybody else would still be on the show. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. She like it's about the friend group. It's about the people we've been watching at this point. It doesn't matter who's married to medicine because why the fuck was Phaedra there? Like, get out of here with that. To me, this was about Gregory wanting to one up Quad and Sweet Tea wanting to one up Quad. To me, I feel like as much as Sweet Tea won't act like she ain't watched, you watched the show. That's why you sent that DM. You probably watched and felt like, girl, I would take good care of that man. Probably got mad at Quad through the screen because you felt like, why is she not giving that man what he want? I would have gave it to him so I could be in that nice house. Like I feel like that's the mentality that you probably had, which is to me, a more immature mentality to have because money doesn't equal happiness, and men with money are not always generous with that money. And to me, he was very belittling to her. So the controlling thing, the cheating thing, the abusive thing, like there were a lot of things that happened between Gregory and Quad that showcased that Gregory was not always on the up and up in that relationship. So you can't act like he's some prize that you've now stolen from Quad when she was literally like, I don't want it no more. I don't want it no more. Here, take it back. I don't want it no more. I don't want it no more. Here, take it. So for you to now be here now talking about it's jealousy, I don't think that's what it is. I think you're an easy target. You're the one outside of this group. At some point, they get tired of arguing with each other and would rather argue with you because it's easier to win an argument with you because you're not as quick on your toes as they are. But I heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that she called her little dating thing, you know, the teach the young girls how to get a grandpa, that shit. That was called Sweet and Savory. And Quad apparently had like a cookbook or a seasoning line called Sweet and Savory. But either way, it is giving, girl, how much you gonna follow in the footsteps? Like it's giving you very much are following in Quad's footsteps, regardless to how you try to make it seem as if she is envious of something that you have. And I was like, what would she be envious of? It doesn't seem as if she can't, like, to me, just looking at it, I don't see it. She has a man. She could get a man. A man isn't that important. I'm sorry, y'all. In the grand scheme of things, when you are healthy, traveling, and you have your own money, a man is fun. It's a great addition, but it's not going to make me feel like I'm less accomplished or less of a full person if I don't have a man when I have all of this other shit. Girl, that man still want me. Like, let's start there. Bye. Anyway, her YouTube series, she calls it Sweet and Savory Chronicles. Okay. And that was okay. So, yeah. Okay. Got it. So, still copying names. Okay.